Today, I am speaking on another very important topic of job selection, which is group discussions. To start with, when are group discussions used? Please remember, group discussions are never used when there are very few candidates. It is never a selection category. It is a round which is only used when there is a mass of candidates, huge number of candidates, and you have to shortlist in very quick time. That is when group discussion is used. So it is highly competitive, you get very little time to express yourself, and hence you should be alert. It is just to avoid being eliminated and go to the further interview rounds or the other more important selection rounds. So that mindset should be there, that when you are in a group of 10 or 15 or even 6 or 7, you are not getting the individual focus of the selection panel. So that is why you have to really keep that in mind and make an impression. Having said that, what else does a group discussion test? It tests your teamwork, your team spirit, because when you go to work in the company, whether you are an engineer or a manager or any kind of role, you generally don't work alone. You work in a team, you work with different kind of people who are from different departments, different skill sets, different backgrounds. So your ability to gel with people not like you in a heterogeneous environment, that is what is also tested in a group discussion. So basically, when you go to a group discussion, please remember that you need not be an extrovert, you need not be aggressive. But being an introvert doesn't mean that you cannot express yourself. So if you're an introvert, you don't like to talk too much, you naturally don't gel with others unless required, but you have to show your bare minimum approachability. So first of all, you can never be silent in a group discussion, because if you are silent, you will never be shortlisted. Second point is that you should be able to contribute. It is never the quantity. How much you speak or how long you speak is not important. What you speak and how much impact you make is very, very important. So if you have a lot of points, don't just rush in. Don't be in a panic or in a anxiety that others will take my points away. Whatever points you have, even if others have already mentioned, you should be able to elaborate on that with your own examples. That will obviously be unique. And second thing is that if you can start, fantastic, that shows leadership. If nobody is speaking and you take the initiative that good morning or good evening everyone, and you start with the topic and set the group in motion, that instantly you draw attention, because for the recruitment panel, there will be a top of the mind recall, what we also call the first mover's advantage. If the topic is very, very difficult or alien to you, then maybe you can take a pause and listen to others and pick up topics from them and then connect and then try to elaborate on that. It's not very difficult. Group discussion might have a technical topic, it might have a general topic. So you can actually build on that. You don't bluff. You don't speak on things which you don't know. However, you can always build on the examples, but don't completely bluff, but try to contribute points. If there is a huge aggression, lot of fight, lot of kind of quarrel going on, huge aggressive debate going on, you can become a moderator and bring peace or bring order to the house. That is also very important. Next point I want to make is that if you are seeing that others are making good points, you can always say that these are very good points. So you show that you are agreeing. So that shows that you are a good team player. If somebody is saying something wrong, don't directly rudely say you are wrong. Put it very diplomatically. That yes, this is, I think you are right on your way, but I have a different viewpoint. So this way you can speak on it. If you can close it, that let's sum up. So one thing is that, in the GD room, there might be a moderator who is not participating. Don't look to them for any kind of help. You can always, among yourselves, you have to solve. If suppose there is a huge problem, lot of aggression going on, lot of quarrel, nobody can listen. If the moderator steps in, that's different. But you don't ask the moderator to step in, because moderator is generally not part of the GD. Sometimes there is nobody in the room and only camera is there. So you should remember that part also. And there are different kinds of GDs. You might have technical topics, you might have general topics. So these kind of things might come. So I hope I could summarize most of it. It comes through practice. So with that, I end the video. Thank you so much.